Good evening, everybody. My name is Akua Asare, and I'm a 2015 Humphrey graduate student. Sorry, I'm so nervous. These teleprompters do not help, and I'm totally off script. I'm sorry. I'll get back to the script. I'm proud and honored to introduce our next award recipient, Kate Siggerud. Kate, oh, well, I'm going to read from our script because our teleprompters are now not working. Mr. Mondale once commented that he sees openness of government as the indispensable precondition for preservation of all of our other freedoms, and that perhaps no other principle is as difficult to honor when you're in power. In her role as a nonpartisan representative to legislators, Ms. Siggerud has shown not only her staff, but legislators and legislative staff the vital importance of transparency and accountability to the American public. Ms. Siggerud and I have a few great things in common. Not to age either of us, but she graduated from the Humphrey Institute in 1987, the year that I was born. The year great things happened for both of us. We both began new journeys, a birth and a commencement. I was fortunate to stay with Kate and her husband in 2014 during our spring Humphrey, DC tour, where we get to see different government agencies and kind of experience DC for ourselves. This gave me the opportunity to get to know her and discuss the role of importance of the Government Accountability Office in the federal government, what it means to be responsible and accountable to the American public. Kate shared a wealth of information with me that helped me inform my final year at the Humphrey School as a student leader encouraging institutional transparency and my career goals as an evaluation specialist. Given Mr. Mondale's belief in the value of transparency and accountability, he would have been proud of the advice that Kate gave me during my stay. Please join me in congratulating Kate Siggerud, Managing Director of the Congressional Relations for the Government Accountability Office and recipient of the 2015 Public Leadership Award. Kate, please join me.
As a Minnesota native, it is a true pleasure to be standing here in Minneapolis in the McNamara Alumni Center tonight. And it is an especially great honor to be part of an event that is honoring Vice President Mondale. I have watched with pride and admiration his leadership in our nation and our world. I've crossed paths with the Vice President a few times, and they've meant a lot to me. As I finished my degree at the Humphrey School, as Akua so kindly pointed out 28 years ago, Vice President Mondale was a guest of honor at the dedication of the new building, and he represented so well the living legacy and the memory of his friend Hubert Humphrey. On a lighter note, I also met him as he lit the Norwegian Christmas tree in Union Station in Washington, D.C. And finally, I'm very grateful for the lovely note that he wrote to my mother, who would have loved to be here tonight, in his autobiography, The Good Fight, A Life in Liberal Politics. It is very fitting that the Humphrey School is establishing a student scholarship in his name. I was asked to say a few words about my work. I've been a federal employee, some would say a bureaucrat, ever since finishing my Humphrey degree 28 years ago. During all that time, I believed strongly in the importance and the ability of the federal government to make a difference in the lives of the people in the United States and around the world. I've also believed it is important for legislative bodies, in my case, the Congress, to make well-informed policy and to conduct oversight of how those policies are being carried out. I've been very fortunate to work at the intersection of those two beliefs at the Government Accountability Office, known as the GAO, fostering transparency and accountability by supporting the Congress in its oversight of federal departments and programs. GAO gets out the facts about what's being done, how well or not it's working, and tries to provide ideas about how policies, legislation, and program management might be improved. It's easy to be cynical about the federal government and the Congress, but every day I see members of Congress, their staff, and federal employees collaborating to do the hard work of managing the nitty-gritty business of the federal government. It keeps me going to work every day. One additional comment, the Humphrey School and the U in general are doing very well in Washington, D.C. I've tried to help a few alumni get a start there. I've met lots of others representing us with smarts and dedication in the private, nonprofit, and government sectors. Finally, I'd like to thank my dad, Chuck, who is here tonight. He spent the majority of his career as a state and local public servant and helped me see the value of public service. Also, my mother, Janine, whose activism, particularly in Bloomington politics, demonstrated the importance of involvement and of holding government accountable. Again, congratulations to all of the very worthy award recipients tonight, and thank you.